Day 89 of 1,461 days of ignoring the Trump administration. I am not a self-help guru. I'm just trying to help myself. Here's a real-life ignoring the Trump administration adjacent story on day 89 of 1,461 days of ignoring the Trump administration. I returned some cable boxes yesterday because I haven't turned on my TV in a year. The company is called Optimum. I'm sure you love them to death. I got to the Optimum office before they opened, and while I was waiting, I met an older gentleman who told me about gardening with his grandkids. I can tell that he's Italian. In fairness, if he assumed I was Jewish, I would be fine with that. He tells me he's been living in America for 60 years, which, according to the Trump administration, if you came here from Italy 60 years ago, you might not be allowed to live here anymore. Who knows? I asked, "You grow all those vegetables in your garden?" He said, "Yup." I asked, "You make the gravy on Sunday?" He says, I do. I do make the gravy on Sunday." I reply, "I knew it. I had a feeling." I was half hoping he'd invite me over. It was a nice conversation. We complained about how Optimum doesn't open till 10 a.m. What company doesn't open until 10 a.m.? I start my day much earlier than 10 a.m., and my Italian gravy-making friend does too. He had to replace a remote control. To replace a remote control, this gentleman, who's probably pushing 80, has to haul his ass over to Optimum. Just then, a younger, tougher-looking guy walks up, and he has a remote control in his hand too. The Optimum remote control is just not reliable. This guy also has a complaint. He's like, "I set up an exchange for this thing online 2 weeks ago, and they never mailed it to me." The thing is, guys, for all I know, these two gentlemen could be the biggest supporters of the Trump administration and the leader of the Trump administration on the face of the planet. But it didn't matter. They're looking at me in my fingerless mittens and hipster glasses with a Xi'an famous foods trucker hat with Chinese symbols on it, and they could have thought, whoa, woke liberal. But it didn't matter because we all had Optimum to complain about. We all share the same complaints, which makes us more like each other than anything else that comes into our lives to divide us. The older man making Sunday gravy wants to see his grandkids and enjoy television with a working remote control. And if you still have television, so do you. This weekend, don't forget to turn off the divisive information and continue to ignore the Trump administration.